Hi friends, I am sitting outside of one of my favorite thrift stores, Second Ave Thrift. I just got done with a medical appointment and when I Googled it, it was like less than a mile away. I could not believe it. I also stopped by a sandwich shop called Jason's Deli, which was delicious. And guys, they have free ice cream. For everybody, free ice cream. So if you didn't know that, there's your PSA for the day. But I'm of course gonna go inside and see what I can find. I'm trying to be fairly selective today because I have quite a bit of inventory. But we all know how that one goes. But I'm going to bring you guys alongside with me. You can do a little shop with me. And then when we get home, we will do a thrift haul, of course. So let's see what we can find. So I headed over to the dresses section, and the first thing I found is this full-length Lulu's dress. So the yellow tags are 50% off today, and the violet tags are 33% off. That's what we're going to be looking for. It's also a size small, which would fit me, but I'm not really sure what I would wear this to, but I did really like it. I also found this Feather and Bone, which is an Anthropology piece, 158 new with tags, but for $40, not on sale. I had to leave this one. It was so sad. I loved it. Oh, I'm sorry. This was a jumpsuit. I loved it. I also saw some other girls looking at that later that loved it, but not for $40. This was so pretty. This is a K. Unger dress, which is a really good brand to look out for, but for $24, even with 33% off, I did decide to leave that one behind. The lights were so bright in the store, so I'm sorry if some of this is a little washed out. This I consider getting for my husband. He's been looking for some shirts, but I ended up leaving that as well. I do like looking through the dresses, especially the maxi dresses, just because I get a really good return on investment. They typically sell for a little bit higher, so it is one of the first sections I will typically look through while I'm at the thrift. I saw something new with tags there. I was looking to see if it was anything. It just looked to be a little boutique brand that I wasn't familiar with. This piqued my interest for being soft surroundings, and it might have been new without tags because it did have the button bag on it. It was very pretty, but I did end up leaving it behind for $14. Here's a trick when you can't find a tag. Look for the hanger straps. Often the brand name will be on those as well, and those are sometimes way more accessible. I do like buying Talbots. This was pretty basic though, so I wasn't going to pay up that much for it, but their dresses have sold fairly consistently. Alright guys, I'm not going to lie, I'm getting a little disappointed. The dresses were fairly frustrating. I think they raised their prices again, which of course is perfectly within their purview to do, but I only found just a few things. I'll show you in the haul. I think you saw some of it in the footage, but I'm headed over to the shoes now to see if we can have any better luck. I have found some nice shoes here before, so we're gonna see. Not a bad find right off the bat. These are a pair of Kate Spade patent leather kind of wedge flat heel things. These were only $6.49, so they definitely must have missed those when they were pricing. I like selling Born, very high quality, well-made shoes. Sells a lot better for me than BOC by Born though. So I just wanted to show you these two, both very fun pink finds. Finally found something good. Can you see? That says Ariat. And these are $5.79. We're definitely starting to fill our cart up with shoes. I'm trying to be very selective because I don't have a lot of space to store shoes right now. Next I went over to the blazer section. I actually really like checking this section because I think a lot of people skip it. I did like this Silence and Noise, which I think is either an Anthropology or an Urban Outfitters brand, but just didn't grab it for that price. I think a lot of resellers skip this because blazers just aren't that exciting, but I usually can find some jewels. J. Crew blazers I would absolutely grab like at the bins, but not going to pay $13. Here's a great one, Lafayette 148. It's definitely an older label, but we're going to grab that. This is a silk wool blend blazer, which is fantastic. Really high material quality in this line. Calvin Klein, another one I would probably grab at the bins. Talbot's yellow tag. We love to see 50% off yellow tags. And this is a wool blazer as well. So it might sit a little bit in summer, but I think that'll sell come fall or winter. This was a great find, Sandro, which is a designer label. And look at that color. I do see lots of like Le Suit. I do always see lots of like really bad vintage. Like there's good vintage and then we all know it when we see it, like the bad vintage. But it usually is pretty easy to just flip through this section. It doesn't take me very long. The hangers are usually nicely spaced from all the shoulder pads. And most of the time, I do take home something pretty good. Next, I headed over to the jeans, and right away I saw this Levi's premium tag sticking out the top, which means I should be able to find this big E label if I could get this to show for you guys. There you go. There's the big E on the little Levi's, which means they're just higher quality denim. I did really like these, but for $9.50, I was still considering it. Also wanted to show you guys, I found Prana jeans. I've never found Prana jeans before, but I love selling Prana, especially bottoms. I actually had a pair of women's joggers sell this morning for $36. I was trying to shop the new racks, which you're allowed to do, but the workers kind of give you the evil eye. But I did snag these Lily Pulitzer pants. I'm still trying to figure out whether for $7 I want to try those. And then I found these Anthropologie pants, which did end up being an extra large 100% linen, which is a really good find. My cart was getting pretty full, but I did decide to go over and shop the tops. And I found this Alexis kind of tunic top, almost a cover-up duster. Super pretty, and I've never found that before. I also was considering getting this Victoria's Secret like swim cover-up. I thought it would be really cute with like a black bathing suit, just for myself. Definitely time to check out. Okay, so I've been in there for what is like 4 hours, I think, and it is apparently raining but sunshining. So I have a huge bag of shoes and a fairly decent size bag of clothes. And at the very end there, I hit some really good like short dresses and actually a couple really exciting tops. A couple brands I've never found before and a couple designer luxury brands. So definitely stay around for the haul. You will see right now. All right, we are back home. It is the same day. My son is sleeping, my daughter's in the shower, but we have a little bit of time to go through what I got. I am gonna try to move this along pretty quickly, mostly because you guys saw quite a bit of it, but probably half of it you guys didn't see. I'm gonna start with the shoe bag and then we'll move into all the clothes. I ended up getting 40 items according to my receipt, and it should come out to about $6 per item. That's a little bit of a higher value than usual for me, but I do have a couple items that I paid up for, which you'll see later on. So one thing that I'm kind of most excited about from this day are these Converse All-Stars. These, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see inside, are the Converse Andy Warhol collab, and they have Marilyn Monroe all over print. They're the high top sneakers, which is also great. These were $10.79, but I paid the full price for that. I think they're going to be worth it. There's only a couple listed over on eBay, and they're both listed for over 100. The sell-through rate is really good on them over on eBay, and the ones that have sold on like a best offer of over $100. So I don't know what the actual value was, but I think I'm definitely getting my money's worth out of these. All right, another good find are some Hokas. These I also paid up for. These were $13.49. They are missing the insoles. However, I think that won't necessarily be a huge problem for Hokas. A lot of people that would wear Hokas might put their own insoles in them anyway. I often skip on shoes if they don't have insoles, but I decided to grab these because they are pretty good treads on the bottom still, and I'm considering keeping them. They do fit me, so I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. All right, the next pair I am keeping. These are just a classic pair of Steve Maddens. These are, I'm trying to remember the style name. These are the Endel. So these were only $6.29 and they were yellow, so I got them for half off of that. And then I saw a knockoff pair of these. I think they were like Thrash. Exact same shoes, clearly a knockoff of these, and they had those for like $8 or $9 or $10. So I thought that was pretty funny. All right, these, another pair of Steve Madden, were super cute. These are a chunky wood heel, perfect for like Y2K. Right now they are a suede kind of chocolate, not really chocolate, more of like a cognac brown color. These were $9.79, but they were yellow, so they were half off. All right, these ones are a little bit like they had something sit on top of them, but I'm gonna put some paper in them and that should form them up nicely. These are Riker, and they're a nice pair of leather fisherman sandals. I've only sold Riker once before, but it sold pretty well, and I've seen it do well for other resellers. So we're gonna try those out. They're just really, really good quality comfort, like walking shoes, and often in this really nice leather. These were also only priced at $5.79, so that was great. Next, I do like picking up and selling Clarks, but I've been trying to slow down on them a little bit just because I have a lot of shoes to store and not a lot of places to put them. We are in my guest room right now if you are newer to the channel, so I've got some shoe storage in here that I like to keep temperature controlled rather than down in my basement. But these are just a soft cushion cloud steppers by Clarks. These almost seemed like brand new to me, and they were only $5 even without a discount, so I think those should sell pretty quickly. I found 2 pairs of fit flops, which I've only found once, and it sold really well. So the first pair was $7 and really good condition for both of them. The second pair was $5.79, and they have these leather crisscross straps on them, but they have a really good following. I think especially over on eBay, they tend to do better there. These ones I know you saw in the haul, but I was really excited for them. These are Ariat, and they are just like a T-strap leather slip-on sandal. These ones weren't on sale, but they were only $5.79. I've only sold Ariat boots before and like a polo shirt. Again, have sold well, but I have no idea how sandals are going to do, but we will see. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that. I've been posting more and more what sold videos, so then you can see all these things, whether they sell fast or not. It might take me a bit to get everything listed, so if there's something you're interested in, definitely write down in the comments and I'll make sure to prioritize that for you. Next, you saw these in the shop with me. I ended up getting these Born pink espadrilles canvas. They're so cute. I didn't end up getting those other slip-on pink sandals, mostly because I found so many other shoes, and when I edited, I just took out some that weren't necessarily my favorite. I thought the hot pink might be a specific buyer for that type of shoe, and I thought they'd do better maybe in these kind of boat shoes. We will see. These were $6.49. Okay, next we have a pair of Spenco slip-on like mules, clogs. I can never figure out those 2 words. I have one thing from Spenco listed, and it hasn't sold yet, but I see other people selling it, so we're gonna give it a try on another pair. The reason I ended up getting these is for 2 reasons. It was a yellow tag, so I got these for about $5, and these are those like step-in style where you can step in your foot and then this pops back, and all of those types of shoes have been doing really well. I literally was at a hotel on a recent vacation, and a guy was telling his friend in the elevator about how much he loves his Skechers step-on shoes because he just had like knee surgery or something, and it just made his life so much better having those shoes. So I was kind of smiling. The reseller in me was like, mental note. So I ended up picking these up. I haven't been telling you guys sizes of any of these. I hope that's okay. This is a women's 7. I did check the men's shoe section. I actually was looking at some men's clothes for my husband and totally struck out in the men's department for him and for reselling. And shoes, same. I didn't find anything that I liked there. Okay, I know I showed you these Kate Spade shoes, but real quick, I love the bow detail. They just need a little wipe down. They're a little bit dusty. You can see they've been sitting on a shelf. And these were only $6.49. So they probably just missed these because they tend to mark stuff like this up super, super, super expensively when they see them. But these are a 9B, which if I'm remembering, might be a narrow size, but I'll of course look that up before I list it. And then my last pair of shoes are just a quick grab. These are a pair of Sanuk flip-flops. They were only $3, so that helps lower my average cost of goods down, and I think I maybe meant to try these on. But I don't need another pair of shoes. All these fit me really nicely. So we'll see if I keep those or not. All right, on to the clothes. A lot of this you might have seen, but a lot of it you have not seen from the Thrift With Me footage. So, and it's not in any order. It's just in however it got rung up at the register. So the things I'm excited about might be on top, they might be on the bottom. We will share them as I get to them. All right, this first thing, I believe I did show you these. These are by Anthropologie, size extra large, and they are 100% linen. I picked them up for a few reasons, even at $7.29 full price. They are a pull-on kind of stretchy style, and I find that that does really well right now, especially in summer. I like finding larger size Anthropologie pieces just because I don't think the market is quite as saturated with them. Of course, they are 100% linen, and for all those reasons, I did pay $7.29, which is typically above the average price point I like to spend per item. All right, you saw that I did really well in the blazers department, which was exciting. This is a Talbot's wool blazer. I love the bright jewel toned purple. I will always put jewel toned in my listings because I think a lot of people like those colors and maybe seek them out. This is a size 6 and was $8.29, so it was about $4. I like selling Talbot's blazers. I've had good success with them, and y'all know I do like selling Talbot's. It's a good bread and butter brand for me. Next, I found a pair of Judy blue jeans, and these were $4.49. I paid that price, and they're a size 13-31. They are just kind of a straight, skinny, nice stretch to them, very soft. I haven't found Judy blue too much, but if you watch Becky Park on Poshmark, she really likes Judy blue. She has a lot of success with them, and the ones I've had have sold. All right, here was one of my exciting things. I don't remember if I showed you, but this is a Sandro blazer. This was $8.29. I did pay the full price for this, but look how beautiful. It's like a lemon. It just makes me smile. It makes me cheery. I found a different Sandro blazer at a local Goodwill, and I paid like $6 or $7 for that one, and that one sold, I want to say within like 60 days for $55, something along those lines. And I think this is a newer style even than that one. That was an even more dated tag. I love this one. We might be going kind of out of season. This is a really nice kind of spring item. This looks very like Parisian to me, but I can just see somebody taking like adorable Instagram pictures in that or something. I don't know if you guys do this, but I like to style my buyers like in my head. Like I imagine how they would wear the outfit or where they would be going or where they would take it on vacation. Let me know down in the comments if you do that also. Okay, this one I was excited about, but I'm also a little bit nervous about. We will see how it does. This is a Lafayette 148 piece, which is always great to find. It's a really expensive kind of mature women's brand, and this is a size 6. It says made in New York City, USA, so this is absolutely vintage, and I believe this was a nice material content. This is a wool silk blend. You can definitely tell that it's a more dated style, but I do think since it's a blazer, it's somewhat timeless. I like that it's long lined. I definitely think there's a market for it still. I'm not sure if it's going to show up, but it has a really muted paisley print to it, which I think is beautiful. So I don't know how much that is going to go for. I would imagine I would list it above 50, probably between 50 and 100, and we'll see what it sells for. Okay, next are those Prana jeans. I did pick those up. These are size 10 or 30, which is a great size. Again, a nice soft stretch. These are a straight leg, and I've never had Prana jeans before. I do like selling Prana, so I paid $6.29 for those. Another pair of jeans. These are J brand, and I've never sold J brand. I've seen it, I've never picked it up, so this is gonna be my experiment piece. I like doing that. This was $11.49, so I paid just under $6 for it. I saw a few pairs of J brand, and I ended up getting these because they were the boot cut style. The other ones I think were the ankle style, and skinny jeans just, I still sell them, I still pick them up, but if you listen to people that supposedly know what they're talking about, skinny are going out of style and kind of a boot cut or flare are coming back in style, so I grabbed this to be my experiment piece. Another blazer, this is Tahari, which I will pick up. Tahari has a really crazy retail price to it, so I will pick up select items. I almost bought a pair of blue suede heels, but when I was looking everything over, they had a couple little flaws that I didn't want to deal with on the suede. But this was $8.99, so I paid $4.50 for this. And it's just a really classic cut. Again, blazers do really well. They sell in all seasons because people are usually wear them to the office or to events, you know, weddings, funerals, things like that. And all of those things happen year round. All right, this was a nice item and is one I paid up for because this is a Theory full black jumpsuit. It's going to be difficult to show you on camera, and I think this was silk, which is why I paid the full price for it. Yes, so this is a 100% silk Theory jumpsuit. And when I did look at comps to decide if I was going to pay the full $14, I saw some selling for like $50, $75, $100+, and then I saw some that would sell for like $20. So I don't know, we will see. I do like selling Theory, it sells pretty well. Another staple for me here in Maryland, at least, is Vineyard Vines. There's a lot of like nautical, preppy, East Coast people that live in Maryland. And this is just a really nice kind of stretched jersey knit dress. Really beautiful. I sometimes sit on Vineyard Vines for a while, but it does tend to always sell. So something like this I will probably list around 30 to 35-ish, hopefully sell around 25, maybe a little more. Here's another Talbots piece. I like picking up Talbots, and it helped lower my cost of goods because this was only $3.79 and it was 50% off of that. So just a nice little cardigan, button front cardigan. I liked the floral to this. It is a size large. These I usually list around 30 and hope to sell between 20 and 25. Okay, I believe you guys saw this one in the footage. This is that Lulu's navy blue dress, and this is a size small. So if the stars aligned and I had an occasion to wear this to, I absolutely would. This was $15, so I got it for $7.50, but being a full length Lulu's, it's got its dry cleaning tag, I definitely thought it was worth it. I found a lot of Lulu's today, and some of them were just kind of meh, and then others I really wished had been on some sort of discount, and I probably would have grabbed them. I found one absolutely stunning green, like flapper dress with all these tassels on it, and it was absolutely adorable, but it just wasn't in my price range to pick up at the price they had it marked for. I said in the footage, they've been marking up their prices again and again, which of course is, I can't really complain about it. That's in their business model. That's their prerogative to do so. I know that I am also just trying to take things and flip them for a profit. So there's that whole debate. But it does affect how I shop, of course. I have to be more conservative and limited in how I spend my money so that I can still have some room to make a profit. All right, speaking of Lulu's, here's another Lulu's. This one is a size extra large. This was $12, but I got it for $6, and I loved this one. This is great for holiday, for Christmas, for New Year's Eve, for Valentine's Day, for a wedding, for anything you could need. Look at these sequins. I absolutely love this one. Lulu's dresses, the short ones, I'll probably list that between 30 and 40, depending on comps. Some Lulu's dresses do really well, some sit for a while, and I just have to look each one of them up. Okay, this was kind of a fun find. This is a vintage Victoria's Secret little bralette. And firstly, I'm probably going to try this on to see if it fits me. It might not fit me, but if it does, I might keep it. And if not, I only paid $2 for it, so I will resell it. There's this little vintage tag there. There is a market for vintage lingerie because it's so cute and feminine. A lot of people might pick up pieces like this for a special occasion, maybe a anniversary or honeymoon, something like that. Okay, this was a fun find. I literally just like, I think this morning was watching Jack and Ryan over on Jack Valentine, great channel, and I heard them talking about this brand. This is Alexis, if it's not too washed out. I paid the $6.50 for this. It's just a really beautiful like cover-up tunic kimono style. And it seems to have a really, really high retail value and a pretty decently high resale value. So I'm excited to see how that one does. I do like finding and experimenting with new brands. This one was just a last minute grab literally while I was waiting in line. It's just a little tank. This is Kimchi Blue, which I like. It's an Anthropologie brand. It's a size small, so I'll probably wear it a couple times before I list it. And it was yellow for $5, so I ended up getting it for $2.50. It does zip all the way in back, which I think is kind of just a fun detail. Very boho. Did I say Anthropologie? This is an Urban Outfitters brand. All right, this is stunning. If you do not yet know about Lucy in the Sky, this is the tag. And it's just a boutique brand, but they have really cute, usually really sexy dresses. I found one before and it sold really quick for a really good amount. So this was $12, but I got 33% off of that. And again, for like New Year's or like a bachelorette party or something, OMG. This is, I think, a size that I might fit in. This is a size medium, but their sizes I think are pretty small, so I usually wear a small. This one might fit me, but I like the open back. I doubt I'm gonna have anywhere to wear this too soon, but maybe I'll at least try it on because it's too stunning not to. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's at Life with MariaNicole. I like to post on my stories, and I'll post on today's episode of Keep or Resell, and I'll take something like this and try it on and ask the universe whether I should keep it or whether I should sell it. So find me over on Instagram and take those polls because it's a lot of fun for me. All right, next is always a great find. That is Miss J. McLaughlin. This is a size 6. And again, this was $12, but I got 33% off of that. This also might be new without tags. I'm not sure because it looks like it has the manufacturer barb still on it. But it's a nice stretch material, just a sheath kind of dress. I cannot usually keep her stuff stocked. It sells pretty fast for me. All right, it's not a thrift haul if I don't find something Chico's. I feel like I love selling Chico's. And this was ended up being like $3.75. It's a Chico size too. I did see a lot of Chicos in the smaller sizes that I left behind. That's a US size large, and it's just a little blouse, pinstripe, horizontal stripe blouse. I'll probably list that for $28 and hope to sell it between $20 and $25. 41 Hawthorne. Let me know your thoughts on 41 Hawthorne. I have something listed that has not yet sold, but I got this because it is new with tags and it has the Stitch Fix tag. And I do really well with anything that has the Stitch Fix tag still attached. It's an extra large, it's still got in the button, and it was only $4 after the discount. It's just a really pretty chiffon blouse. So we're gonna try out this 41 Hawthorne and see if it being new with tags helps, because I think the other one's super cute and it hasn't sold yet. This one I was excited to find. This is a Rag & Bone. I found this right with the Lucy in the Sky dress, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was from the same person. But this is Rag & Bone, especially made for Barneys, which is kind of fun. And I liked this. Cute little one-shoulder dress. This is something that also probably would fit me, and I will hopefully maybe find an occasion to wear it to. I gotta find like girls' night or something. It is a size 0. And I paid the $8 for that because Rag & Bone does seem to have a pretty high resale value for me and sells well. Okay, here's one of my very exciting finds, but I want to know if you guys think this was worth it. I'm still debating whether I should have bought it at this price point. Maybe I should not have. But this is a new with tags Rebecca Taylor blouse in a size 2, and I'll have to look up. I don't know if that's a new label. It's definitely a newer label, and it's got this tag on it, and this originally retailed for $350. It is 100% silk, which helped me in my kind of thought process of why I paid up for it. But it's really beautiful. It's got these like balloon, like priest sleeves, floral, and I paid $25 for it. I did think I was gonna have a 10% off discount at the end of everything, but I must have already used those points because I didn't. But oh well. It's in my possession now for $25. I do think I'll definitely make that back. I was seeing things like this listed and sold for over $100, but then I was seeing some listed and sold lower. So we will see. I might have to hold out for the right kind of specific buyer on that one. All right, it's always fun to find Anthropologie, and I do like finding Maeve. Sorry, they put these tags right on the labels, but there is the Maeve Anthropologie tag. This is a size 4, so it's one that I might try to wear before I list it too. It's this really cute crop top. It's got a tie front and these like flutter loose sleeves. Very on trend right now, in my opinion. I'll probably list that around 30. Here's another one, guys, that y'all need to talk me out of buying, maybe, or let me know your experience, and that is Trina Turk. I have, I think, 3 things from Trina Turk listed, and none of them are sold, and here I am buying another one. So maybe that's my toxic trait. I don't know, but it was only $4.49, and it's 100% silk, and it's super cute, and I can probably wear it first. So for all of those reasons, I did pick it up. Maybe this will be the one that sells, and yeah, I don't know. I think I could wear this to like church. Could dress it up, dress it down. It's really soft. All right, my other nice find must actually be at the bottom of the bag. Okay, this one I'm not sure yet if I'm keeping or selling. It is Athleta in a size extra small. I only paid $3.50 for it. It's got that printed on there, and it's just a little casual tank. That's why I might end up keeping. I do wear these kind of really often as a mom when I just need a t-shirt to throw on. I said tank, but it's a tee. It's got sleeves. Yeah, if I do list it, it probably will only be listed for like 24, something like that. All right, we only have 2 more things left, guys. Hopefully this video isn't going to be too terribly long. Oh, another bread and butter brand, Torrid, but I liked that this was in a size 3. I paid $4.99 for this. $5 is usually the cap that I will pay, and I definitely won't always pay that. But since it was a size 3, it's really pretty spring summer blouse. I liked the floral print on it. This is another one I tend to list at 28 and hope it sells between 20 and 25. And then lastly, I have never found this brand. It is a designer brand, and of course I found something that's kind of not hugely exciting, but it's still exciting for me because I only spent, I'm gonna hide this, I only spent, what is it, $3.50 on it. Can anybody guess the brand without seeing the tag? This is Missoni, and it's their sport label. So I will take it any day of the week, finding Missoni. I do think it'll still sell for $50 or so from the comps that I was looking at. Of course, if I find Missoni, I would love for it to be some like beautiful dress or something like that, but that's okay. No complaints. Little Missoni shirt. They clearly didn't know what it was because they only marked it for $3.50. All right, friends, that is my entire haul. I hope you had fun thrifting with me and looking at all the items I got to resell. Let me know down in the comments, is there anything you would not have picked up, or is there anything you saw in the thrift with me I didn't end up bringing home that you definitely would have scored? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I have lots more fun content coming. Follow me over on Instagram and Threads now. It is Life with MariaNicole. I post a lot of kind of vintagey, thrifting, try-ons, all kinds of stuff over there. I'll see you next time. Bye.